Hello folks, this is Attorney Carlos Garcia from Garcia Law Firm in Tijuana, and today we are going to discuss about what happens when you are buying property in Mexico if you're a foreigner. So let's start by saying that all foreigners can buy property in Mexico effectively. The only limitation is 100 kilometers near the border and 50 kilometers near the sea. If you are in those cases, then you're gonna need the help of a trust, which is called basically a fideicomiso. And what happens in this case, then you're gonna find yourself that you are not buying, literally speaking, property. You are renting, yes, renting for a 50 years period, and you can make an extension for another 50 years period. But in the end of those two periods, let's say 100 years, the property is gonna go back to the previous owner. So yeah, that's the only way you can get your hands in those kinds of properties. Now, there is a limitation in which I do not recommend you to get involved in, and it's if you find yourself facing that you are interested on a property which is called an ejido. An ejido is a place which is dedicated only for those people who are on agriculture industry. So if you find yourself that you are interested in some ejidos, my recommendation is step away and don't get involved in that kind of issues, because it is too long the process and it's a little bit complicated and difficult, and even more if you are a foreigner and do not understand the Mexican laws. And now moving forward, if you're interested, let's say, in a property in Mexico City, then yes, you can get your hands in those properties, and yes, you can buy those properties. The only thing is that you're gonna need a permit, and this permit is gonna be provided by the Secretary of Foreign Affairs, which is called in Spanish Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores. Basically, the only permit is for you to pay taxes, and that's what is the government interested in only. So yeah, everybody has to pay taxes. Other than that, you're good to go and find a property and get yourself on some real estate ownership. So what's next? Let's just say you are interested in buying a property in Mexico City. The first thing you need to do is locate the area and make sure that the area is a good area. And my recommendation is to go yourself and take a tour. And let's just say you find this property and you're really interested in this property. The best way to go here is locate the owner and make this direct negotiation with the owner, and obviously with the help of an attorney, because you're a foreigner, you do not understand the local process and laws and everything. So yeah, locate the owner, try to negotiate directly with him, and if you can get to a good price and a good deal, go for it. Obviously, like I said, with the help of an attorney. Why? Because some legal process is involved, and you need to make sure that this property is free of everything. In the case that you are not able to spend some time trying to locate these properties and to see which is the best option for you, I massively recommend you to go and find a real estate agent. But a wise thing to do here is make sure that these real estate agents are professional ones. How you can tell? Because they will be always open for you to go to their offices and make sure that these people are working in these offices. And you can also ask for some references to some other owners of properties. And an important thing for you to have in mind, or keep in mind, is that all real estate agents, they are going for the commission. They're gonna get a piece of the pie. So you don't have to pay a penny. And I repeat, you do not have to pay a penny or sign any contract with them. The only thing you need to do is to call them, give them a call, and then, okay, let them know what you're looking for. And if they ask you to sign a contract for exclusivity, do not do that. I mean, because let's just say you can assign this guy, hey, I'm gonna buy this beautiful house if you find it or whatsoever. And suddenly you find this other house, you're not going to be able to buy this other house. Why? Because this real estate agent does not have the commission or any arrangement with this other property, and then you're gonna find yourself stuck with this guy. So don't do it. And even if you are in a hurry of a property or something, you can also assign 2 different agents, so you can have several proposals. Is it valid to do? Yes. It is illegal? No. It is your money and you can do whatever you want with it. At the end of the story, whoever gets you the best sweet deal, and it's actually good because you have competition, and competition is good. So at the end of the story, any of those, they're gonna get a commission of between around, let's say, 5%, 8%, and there are some other guys who charge you even 10%. I don't know why, but they do it. So it is a sweet deal for them, and it is a sweet deal for you. Now, once you have found the property, the second or the next steps to do is, let's just say you find this property and you're interested, everything is okay, they told you the price. Okay, now you're gonna request for all the documents from the property. It is a simple copy, not the originals. Why do you need this? Because you need to make sure that this property is clean. It's clean of any liens, it is clean from any legal issues. And also you need to make sure that what is said, the owners of this property, is gonna be the same name that is going to appear at the public records from the government. That is the reason why we need to make sure that everything is okay with the documents. Also, we need to make sure that the deal they are offering, it is a good deal indeed, and it's not some tricky deal, and in the end you're gonna find yourself paying some commissions or some taxes that you never even heard about it before. So yeah, I massively recommend you, that is the reason why I massively recommend you to go for a legal advice for some trustworthy attorney or legal advice from an attorney you trust. So you're gonna make sure that everything is okay and you're secure with your buying. Now, once you have verified that what is in the records, in the public records, and the documents are okay, you need to negotiate the price, because sometimes, because of the commissions, that 6, 8%, 10% is included. So you're gonna find yourself paying that commission in the end. So let's just say that there is a gap on the value of the property, which is this 8%. So you can negotiate, you have all this gap to negotiate with the owner. At the end of the negotiation, and after everything that I explained already happened, you're gonna find yourself that at the moment of signing a contract, they're gonna say, hey, okay, let's sign the contract and let's finish the process. It is okay to sign a contract if the situation is given, but I would strongly recommend that this contract, it is signed in front of the notary, a public notary. Why? Because only with the notary, you're gonna find yourself even more secure with your operation, and the notary is obligated to pay to the government entities all the fees from the taxes. Everything that has to be paid is gonna be paid by the notary. So there's not gonna be any funny stories that after the contract you're gonna have to pay some other taxes. And this is the reason why I strongly recommend you to sign in front of the notary. Also, if you're gonna sign in front of the notary, the owner of the house will have to be present, and he will have to sign in front of the notary. So we are certain and sure that this operation is secure. Just in the case that the owner is not available, or is out of the country or the city or whatsoever, and he cannot appear in front of the notary, then a legal representative from this owner is going to be present, and he is going to validate his authorization with power of attorney, which is also certified by a notary. So we are sure that the operation is clear, and that there are no any funny stories in the end of the event. So in general, this is how we should be working our path, our way to have a more secure operation when you're buying a property in Mexico. I know there are some other situations like credits or maybe some arrangement of payments or whatsoever that they are involved in this kind of operations. Another question I forgot, I'm skipping, they have been asking is, what if I have an entity, and this entity wants to buy some piece of land in Mexico or some properties? Can any foreign entity come into Mexico and buy some land? Yes, it can be done. Yes, it is valid, and it's, in summary, it's basically the same process, but the entity has to have a legal representative, which is going to be the one who's going to do all this process and is going to sign all these documents in behalf of the entity. And that will be basically, but yeah, any foreign entity can also get some piece of land in Mexico. And something else I was missing is that at the moment you request any documents from any property, sometimes clients are coming and saying, "Hey, attorney, this real estate agency is asking me for $5,000 or $3,000 just to provide me with these copies of the documents of the property." No, that's a bad sign, because the documents are just simple copies, and if we go crazy, like I said on my other video before, going crazy, the cost for the copies is going to be $100. So yeah, if you find these kind of cases, my recommendation is please do not go forward or think about it, or do not fall for these kind of situations. And well, yeah, I think this is pretty much it for today. And if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And if you think this video can help somebody, please share this video with them. And if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. I hope you like this video and it's helpful. Thank you very much. Bye bye.